Hello, Randy Rain here, and once again I have some of these TOMYTRONIC 3D games. I've already done Sky Attack and Thundering Turbo. This is Planet Zeon, and this time I have two of them. They both work. I've tested the electronics, but there are some issues. So first of all, both of them have corrosion in the battery terminals. That's kind of a given with these things, but one of them has some UV damage. The blue is very darker and kind of almost a green colorish to it, where the other one still looks really good. You can tell it is UV damage because if you open the battery compartment up, you can see the original blue color in there. You can also see UV damage in the light screen at the top. But the one with the UV damage actually has the better sticker on the front. The other one I have has kind of a scratch on the sticker. But on that one, the instruction sticker is still on the back where I'm missing it on the other one. And of course, this one has the strap on it, and I'm missing a strap on this one. But the one with the strap on it, that's the right color blue, it actually has something messed up inside in the graphics in there. It doesn't look as good as this one does. So the one with the UV damage actually looks better inside. This UV damaged one also has better buttons, even though the other one's buttons are pretty good, except for this one. This one is a little bit chewed up. But on the other ones, I've replaced the buttons myself, and I actually like the replacements better than I like the ones that are on there. So here's my plan. I'm going to take all the good stuff and put it all on one and make it mint condition, and then I'm going to sell that one. And then the other one, I'm going to replace the strap, put better buttons on here, and really make it a good gaming version of it, and go with my other ones. So let me get started. I'm going to start with this good one, just because I want to see what's so messed up with the graphics in there. There's a mirror in here, and this mirror is not a real mirror. It's just a polished piece of metal, so don't scratch it. It's not glass, it's metal. I see a lot of funkiness going on with this. I mean, look at that. That ain't right. It seems like something might have got spilt on here, water damage or something. Yeah, this is supposed to pop off. Because there's the graphic right there. Yeah, you can see the graphics. There's some damage to the graphics right here. And there's some sort of oily substance here. So this piece right here is an LCD screen, and it's not soldered to the board. It just pushed on. There's tons of little tabs, but it's just pushed onto them because this just comes up. Or it should. There it comes. So I want to just start by cleaning everything up. And see, whatever it was, the graphic came off of here and got stuck on there. It could have been battery acid, maybe? Maybe a battery leaked. It does have some major corrosion, or I guess it could have been water. I don't know. But whatever it was, it warped this thing. Because I think both of these are polarized. Yeah, they're polarized. Because you can see how it gets dark. Oh my God, look what happened. This is just from washing it. This is, it's crumbling. That's from me doing nothing more than putting soap and water on this thing. I'm scared to actually clean this. It needs to be cleaned, but I guess I can try in one spot here and see what happens. Yep, it's coming off. Okay, I need to go ahead and take this other one apart. You can see the different color blue, that's for sure. You know, this one seems like it has that same stuff all over it. It does. Same thing. Weird. So I guess it's time to desolder everything and clean it all up. So I just sprayed this stuff on it because it has CLR and it foams up. Just in a short amount of time. Now for this mirror thing here, there's some tabs right here. There's a center divider, lenses, and again, this is just a polished piece of metal. This is not glass. You will scratch this. Okay, so now it's time to see if I can fix this other one. And I found some polarized film. And now if I lift that out, the LCD screen and that piece, set it to the side. I've got this, there's this polarized film, and this is the one I'm trying to recreate. If you look at it, it goes dark when you go 90 degrees. So if I hold this one correctly, you can see it goes dark on the bias here. So it's polarized like this. And see, there's clear, and then that's dark. So that means I have to cut the piece out on the bias here. Let's say 64 millimeters. If you do a little Pythagorean's theorem, it's 45.2 millimeters from the corner here to here will give me my 64 millimeters. Goes dark if I do that. I also have an idea on how to redo the graphics since it's all messed up. I have a piece of polycarbonate here, and I scanned the good image from the other one, and I printed it out onto these labels, these clear matte labels. Okay, I learned that you can scratch the ink right off of there, so I did it again. This time I'm going to put some clear packaging tape. And so now I can cut it out with the bandsaw. So I've refurbished 3 of these things, and I'm just now figuring out how this works. So on the back, there's graphics. Then on top of that goes Polarized Film, and it only allows light to pass through if it's angled this way, okay? And then the LCD screen goes, and then there's Polarized Film that only allows it to go this way. These 2 overlapping like they are, they go black. When they're the same, you can see through, but then they go black. So, if this graphic was behind there, you can't see the graphic. See, this is the bottom one here, so that's doing the exact same thing. I'm blocking it, so it's the same this way, but it's just like that. And if I put it underneath here, like that, nothing changes. But if I go 45 degrees and stick it in here, you can now see through this. The light was completely blocked here. But for this, coming in between, light is now actually allowed to pass through. I will let other channels try to explain this because it's like quantum mechanics or something. It's really crazy. But the LCD screen is doing what this is doing. So imagine the little graphics pop up. They're acting as a filtering at a 45-degree angle. So that can show through. And now the graphics can light up. And that's how they made colored LCD before color LCD even existed. And since it's only going to work with these binocular type of things, might as well make it 3D. Pretty ingenious. So the very first of one of these types of games that I refurbished, the buttons, the rubber was worn out. They would stay down. They wouldn't pop back up. So I fixed it by adding real good buttons to it. And I love it so much more. So I've continued to do it on all of mine. And I'm going to do it again. These little buttons that are going to get soldered to there. So I'm going to want to paint with some enamel and shield off for the soldering. So I have a mold for these buttons of mine. I'm going to use the Smooth Cast 325. So I found this really cool cord. It's not the same. This is like a, I don't know what this is, vinyl I think it is. And other stuff's a harder plastic. But it looks exactly the same. Well, there's my new graphics all cut. It's gonna go in like that. Then this piece goes in. Then you have the LCD screen. And then that piece. So apparently breaking down of the polarized film is quite common, and I found videos with the Nintendo Game Boy on how to replace the polarized film for that. So apparently that happens a lot. Well, now you know how to do it for a TOMYTRONIC 3D game. So first up, all original pieces except for that polarized film, of course, in perfectly working shape, some scratches and darkening of the plastic, but still in perfect working order and near mint condition, let's say. So next up is mine, of course. It has a replacement strap to look just like the original. It has some scuffs and scratches, a lot of darkening of the plastic, missing the back instruction decal, and some yellowing of the skylight on the top here. So if you look at the new buttons, you can see they kind of came out pastel color. Well, that's interesting because so did the inside, because I had to redo the graphics on this one, and it actually worked out really, really well. It looks great, but it does look different. So if you look at the original here, you can see very vivid colors. And then if you look at my replacement here, very muted and pastel colors, but it still works perfectly. Here you can see them side by side. Now I like the way it came out, actually. I think it's different and it's mine anyway, but for this one, it's going on sale for eBay, so you'll want to check a link below. But anyway, you want to see it in action, so here we go. Well, there it is, the TOMYTRONIC 3D game called Planet Zeon. Hey, if you like this video, well then show it, please. Hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, then hit the subscribe. I want to thank these people right here. These are patrons. These are people helping me out, and could not do this stuff without them, so I thank them very much. There are perks, so you might want to go check that out yourself. Anyway, thanks for watching TOMYTRONIC.